Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to International Islamic University Islamabad School's Sahiwal Campus online lectures. This is the lecture for Grade 4 English, Unit number 11. Dear students, we have done 3 lectures from Unit number 11, which is a poem named Morning. We have covered reading, explanation, question answers, and language portion of this unit. And this is the lecture number 4. Dear students, before we begin, make sure that you have your English student's book, your classwork notebook, and your complete stationery with you. Listen to the teacher attentively and write down the things asked by your teacher in your notebook or your book, your workbook, wherever teacher says you. If you find anything difficult or anything you don't understand, just rewind the video and listen to it again and again. You will surely understand what your teacher is trying to explain you. Suppose you find anything very difficult that you don't understand it, so then wait for the live discussion session. Okay. Open your student's book, page number 65. Mark date and day on the top of this page. Dear students, here the topic of word study begins and the subtopic is homophones. First of all, let's see that what is homophones, what type of words are called homophones. Before this, make sure that you have written date and day on the top of this page. Open your English classwork notebook and prepare your classwork page. We will do some writing on your classwork notebook, so prepare the page by writing date and day on the top of the page. Okay, first of all, we will cover the topic of homophones. Homophones are words that sound the same but are spelled differently. Secondly, their meanings are also different. Homophones are the words, those are spoken same. Those sounds have those who have same sounds. For example, flower, flower. First is FLOUR, and it means the wheat that is used in baking. वो वाला आटा जो आप घर में यूज़ करते हैं उसे इंग्लिश में कहते हैं फ्लावर और उसके स्पेलिंग्स हैं FLOUR. We need flour to make the cakes. The other flower is FLOWER, which is a flower like rose or jasmine or any other flower. I picked a flower and gave it to mummy. This is a perfect example of homophones, flower and flower. Those have same sound but spelled differently and their meanings are quite different. Okay. Dear students, from students book page number 65, we are going to do question number 1. I have mistakenly written here question number 5. Actually, it is page number 5, but the question number 1. And the question is, use the correct word to finish each sentence. If you are not sure, check the meanings in a dictionary. Okay. I am going to give you the solution of this exercise. Before this, fill this exercise yourself. Okay. I will give you the correct solution. You will recheck your solution, and if it is wrong, then you will make the correction. First sentence is the wind dash across the fields, and the word is blue. One is BLUE, blue, and the second one is BLEW, blue, the third form of blow. For wind, which blue will be used? BLUE, blue, or BLEW, blue? Of course, wind blows, so we will use BLEW, blue, for wind. Next sentence is the morning sky was clear and dash. It will also contain a word blue, but which blue? BLEW blue or BLUE blue? Blue is a color of sky, so we will use BLUE here, blue. Sentence number 3 is I can dash the sun rise. I can dash the sun rise. Okay, here two words are given which are sea and sea. First is SEAC जो कि समंदर होता है, और सेकेंड वन इज SEEC देखना. I can dash the sunrise. It of course will be I can SEEC. I can see the sunrise. Okay. Sentence number 4 is the children were playing in the SEAC. Sentence number 5 is I read the poem ALLOWED aloud or ALOUD aloud. You read the poem ALLOWED or ALOUD. This is ALOUD aloud. I read the poem aloud. Sixth one is you are not dash to smoke on the bus. You are not ALLOWED allowed to smoke on the bus. Seventh one is we dash a crowded cafe. PASSED or PAST. Past is the third form of pass, and past is the time that is past. So the seventh sentence will be filled with the word PASSED passed. We passed a crowded cafe. Sentence number 8 is the bus went PAST passed without stopping. Have you done this exercise? Okay. Now let's move forward. Next section of this exercise on page number 65 is writing portion. Just ignore the question number 2 from homophones. I will explain it later. Now move towards the writing part, and in writing we have to write a poem using some personification, and some instructions are given here. They said that choose one of these things and imagine it is a person. One thing is the sun, other is sea, and third one is a tree. We have to pick one topic: sun, sea, or a tree. Then we have to think about the object we picked, that what is it like. Think of 3 adjectives. Then what is it good at? Then what does it do all the day? Then what does it see? Then what it think of people? What does it think about the world? When we will find the answers of these questions, we will have a draft of notes for writing a poem. Then in the end we will use our notes to write a 6-line poem like the moon is written here on page number 65 in a grey box, and the poem is the moon, cool, clever and round. She lights the dark night, then sleeps all day. She sees few people. Why do they hide in their beds? She thinks the world a very quiet place. Okay, dear student, I chose the topic the sun and written a poem for you. Open your English classwork notebook and the page that you prepared for today's classwork. Write down the topic poem and the subtopic the sun, and write down this poem that I am going to give you. And the poem is Mr. Sun wakes up at dawn, puts his golden slippers on, climbs the summer sky at noon, trading places, with the moon. Pause the video and write down this poem in your English classwork notebook. Have you written? Okay. Recheck it that have you written it neatly? If you haven't written it neatly, then erase the things that are untidy and write again and try to form every letter properly. Now let's discuss our today's homework. And homework from students book is page number 65, exercise 2. Exercise 2 from homophones that I left, and I said that I will explain it later. You have to do this exercise in your English homework notebook, and what is to be done? Use each of these words in a sentence: there, and they are. First, there, there is used for place. Second, there is used for people. And the third, apostrophe re is the contraction of they are. Now you have understood that how to use these words in sentences. This is your homework from students book, and from workbook I have another homework for you, which is from page number 45. You have to do exercise 6 and 7 on your workbook. Dear students, get your homework done by the next lesson and follow the given instructions properly. And if you find anything difficult, then wait for the discussion session. This is the end of today's lesson. Good luck, dear students. Allah Hafiz.